At him 3, 2nd and 7.
Whoa. Quit talking about it and bring it. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. You ain't got 17.
Just beating the play clock is gone.
Check.
Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now it's gone. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they'll get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second and 9 now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded at the 33. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now gone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Alert 3.
Obama.
Check. 25. Check 25.
Super.
He's coming. Double up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing on third. Goff. Screen pass to Lindsey. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line. Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy. No, that's you, partner.
Mike, 44. Can we go deep? Team spell. It's just me. Hard. Check. Lucky. Jumper. Watch out. Hey, orbit. Hey. Yes. Check. We don't want this. Check three.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. On the return, it's Hyde. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Heavy on the edges. Super 66.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Listen.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
you.
Hey, lift. Turbo's up.
From the gun, here's Goff. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Stevenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, Sam on. You got to go.
Now a give right side. Benjamin. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Look at me, zipper. General West. Go. Yo, go.
Stay at home.
Leo. Look, squeeze.
2nd and 5. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there. But there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's see what you got.
Recon, 132 fighter. Yep. Look at me. Door. Hey, Foxtrot.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage. coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, first down.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
26, Mike, 26.
Go.
Cut. Shoot.
Rock it. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, lock it. Hard.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Let's go.
Here we go. 20.
Hey, watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and a couple. Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. A shotgun snap for gone. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, let's go. It's coming this way. Here we go. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Who that? Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. Going up top. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Let's go.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Goff now to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
I got you.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Right here, guys.
Gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Super. Hey, Echo.
Here's Goff. And the grab by Croft. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is gone. And he comes back with one complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Again, Goff. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's taken down inside the 30. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Louis.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff eluding the pressure right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the 2nd half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Ready, break.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here's Goff. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A beautiful spin and room to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Phillip Lindsay, 58 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
26, Mike. 26 to go.
Back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Line 20.
Switch up, switch up.
After the interception, here's Goff. He's got Smith here.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hold on. Check.
Goff on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Quentin Williams drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for New England. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by Hollister. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. Let's go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk it. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jerry Tillery providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Look, squeeze. Look at me. Door. Hey, Delta.
Watch the ship.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the ship. Save. 26, Mike.
Get it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Goff. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Jared Goff with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
First down, New York.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
61, matchbox lights. Back, gone. Hustle. Rock it. Tight dog. Fire.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Go. Go. Hey, lock it. Sponge. No. X3. 218, chopper. Big Ed. Hard. Crash. Yo,
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. The Jets on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, Sam off. Leo. Yep. Hey, Charlie. Be careful.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
No. Look. Squeeze. Look at me. Door. Shoot.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%.
Bam. Hurry.
They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
70, Indy. You're out. Gone. Check. Crunch. General West. Alert flare. Rock it. Hey, lock it. Now. Check. Go.
He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check three.
to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Goff, screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Goff. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Pats, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25.
Ready?
59, come on. Check, 59. Hey, check. Check it back, check it back.
Topper!
Shit. Out.
Shit!
First down, Vic. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Armstrong. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, ready?
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Down. 90, Wolf.
First down, Bill.
Tight down. There you go.
Vic operating on 1st down. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set, hut. Go to base. Here's the mic. You go night. Susan.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Ready. Pittsburgh. 3. Mike. I'm coming.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Let's get this. Mike Spartan,
Hey, Sam off. Leo. Steve Griffin.
A first down throw coming for Vick. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Out of his end zone, here's Vick. This one complete to Lacey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Buffalo.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Hey. Squeeze. Look at me. Go.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Say, Haywood. Jam. Fair.
Check 99.
Roll out. Look at me. Zipper.
They just get the play off. Now Vick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16.
And it brings up 3rd down.
On the ready.
Mike is
Greystone, travel.
Hey, here I come. Hey, look.
Play action now. Vick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Vick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, Vick. Throw left side complete. It's Armstrong.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm going back to you.
Hey, high 7.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got it.
Just 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, zoom. Score.
Switch.
Rock it. Go. Go, Jackson. Ready?
It'll be Vick once more. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it. Kill. Turn up. 36. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And to give this time to the tailback. Room here to run. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
53's the mic. 53. Check.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 50-yard line.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. on third down. Fields. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Leo! Squeeze!
From the gun, Vic. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, exit! Go! Look at me! Go! Shoot!
Operating from the gun, Vic. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Go out! Hey, Delta!
Vic to the air again. Jones has it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Now! Mike is 59. Mike is gone. Rock it. Go.
Again, it's Vic. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. The 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 64 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
53 is the mic.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On 1st down, Fields. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Got an open man. It's Foster. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hard. Hey!
Here's Vic. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Switch. Check nickel.
From the gun, Vic. And he comes back with one complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bills 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get him. Check.
Topper.
Check 50.
Yes, yes. Hey, orbit.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. No. Off.
Get it.
They'll throw again. Here's Vic. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Fields. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Check. Fresno. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. Right. That's up. Right. Slam.
Looking to throw. Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there, with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
25, check 25, check 25. What? 64, wait. 53 is the mic. 54. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. He's coming. Double red.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Ready to break.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a let.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage. And then
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And he'll get in, and they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That throw by Vic, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
The throw over the middle taken in. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Jump, 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 jump.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Shoot.
Now here's Vic. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good job by this defense, and now playing what they call complementary football. Offense scores a touchdown for them, so they come right out, force what should be a 3-and-out, and keep the momentum squarely on their side.
Well, the Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Check safety, check safety. Check the backer, check the backer. Shit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
53. Check 53. Go. Watch the backer. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete.
Fields pass intended for Deshaun Hamilton. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Let's go.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they'll have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
You got tight right there.
Look at me. Go.
They'll try the left side. It's Armstrong, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You draw corner. Hey, Charlie.
Jim.
Fair.
Check 99.
You're out.
Shoot.
Right up.
From the gun, Vic. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch.
49, check 49.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Broncos on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 53's Mike. Check 53's Mike.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 9 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields airing it out for Hamilton. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Vic now. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Ball trot. Go. I got it. I got it.
On 4th down, Fields. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
And some room to work. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Open man here is Foster. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip.
6-6, pull it high.
Here we go.
Bravo.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Hey, lock it.
59. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hard.
Kill.
Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Vic. This one complete to Lacey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Looking to throw. Fields. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, Fields. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
Watch the safety creep.
General West. Hey, Alpha.
He's coming. We got double up.
Look at me, Zipper. 5.
Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Hey, Sam on.
Check 31, check 31.
Leo. Yo, go.
Check. Deuce.
Hit it.
Vic readies to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
You got this.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.